Multiple different reports that came out over this past weekend reveal that Donald Trump is getting more and more pissed off with Fox News as Fox News gets more and more annoyed with Donald Trump and wants to move on. So here's what's happening on Donald Trump's side. Trump is apparently pissed off at the network because they're ignoring him. Right? It's been 100 days since he's been interviewed on the network. He doesn't like that. On July 22nd, Trump was doing a rally in Arizona, but instead of airing the rally, they did an interview with Ron DeSantis. Oh, that pissed him off something fierce. And according to the New York Times, who spoke to two sources close to Donald Trump, he's even mad at Sean Hannity because Hannity is not hyping him up the way that he used to. Hannity is in fact ignoring Donald Trump. And those sources that spoke to the New York Times actually said Trump is more pissed off when they ignore him than when they say bad things about him. Because Donald Trump apparently still subscribes to the old adage that there's no such thing as bad publicity. Donald Trump thinks that as long as they're talking about me, good or bad, I'm clearly winning the day. I'm the popular news. I'm the popular kid. Everybody loves to talk about me. It doesn't matter if they're saying that he's an overgrown piece of crap. As long as they're talking about him, he wins. So that's why now that the network is not only not talking about him, but instead talking to other potential Republican nominees for 2024, that's what's getting under his skin. He cannot handle, he physically, emotionally cannot handle not being the center of attention. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that it brings him physical pain when people are not talking about him. And believe it or not, this does appear to be a bit of a coordinated effort by Fox News. Okay, what I just talked about was brought to you from the New York Times. The next part is from the Washington Post that reports that Rupert Murdoch is about sick and damn tired of Donald Trump. And he feels that his loyalty to Donald Trump has basically gotten him all of the gains that he could possibly get. It is no longer a fruitful relationship. To put it another way, Rupert Murdoch's not making any money off Donald Trump anymore, so he wants to move on to the next thing. A former Fox News employee said this: appearing loyal to Trump made them money, and the minute it stops making them money, they will stop doing it. If it's bad for their business, they will magically move on, the same way they magically discovered an affinity for him after their last attempt to stop him during the 2016 primaries failed. So for Fox News, it all comes down to business, right? Is it making us more money to continue to talk about Donald Trump? No? Okay, stop talking about him. Could we get some special favors, however, if we start hyping up some of these other Republicans? We got a Ron DeSantis over here. We got a Nikki Haley over there. We got Ted Cruz and a Josh Hawley. Oh, he just ran away. But either way, we've got other people we can talk to. We got other people we can hype. We don't need to be all aboard the Trump train because that train looks like it could be pulling into the prison yard anytime soon. And we'd rather not put all of our, faith into that one person. So Murdoch is doing it for financial reasons. And the more they ignore Trump and talk to literally anyone else, the more Trump is going to get pissed off and lash out at the network, which may or may not convince some of the hosts to start giving him positive publicity again. But you can only go so far on that network before Rupert Murdoch or any Murdoch family member is going to have to step in and say, hey, we don't do that anymore. We're talking about DeSantis now. We're talking about Ted Cruz. We're talking about Nikki Haley. Hell, we're talking about Chris Christie if we have to. We'll do anything to avoid talking about Donald Trump because there's nothing left for us to gain from that relationship. It's just funny that Donald Trump is finally being treated the same way that he has treated people his entire life.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.